if you are about to share a good news to someone, or you shared already some good news and didn't went in the way you expected and you want to share again another good news, this video is for you. And don't go anywhere, stay until the end, because what I'm about to share with you might change your life and the persons who are going to receive the good news. So let's start it. So when not to tell the good news? We all experience many scenarios, like for example, the person going to propose someone at the dinner time, just before start the dinner, and it didn't went quite well. The dinner finished, the conversation's ending, many emotions around because it didn't went as expected. The good news, right, is good news for the person who's gonna share that good news. Maybe not the person who receives the good news. Another one, very common, it is, darling, I'm pregnant. Is it great news, right? You need to share it. Take it out of your chest. You need to share with the father, right? But then what could happen? Things can go sideways. Any emotions gonna reveal a different scenario of the good news. That scenario we might experience as well. It is in the morning, just the kids are at breakfast, at this one at the breakfast. It is a quick and easy escape, really. You've got to share the good news to everyone to sink in for the rest of the day. Like for example, I think we might gonna live abroad for the next year or so because daddy had a great promotion and it is amazing for us. Later at dinner, I will continue and I will share with you more deeply what's going on in here. How those children's gonna have the day, or the partner, if she didn't know either. It's gonna be crazy, right? So good news, okay, good news. So we are seeing the picture in here. The good news, it is for the person who's gonna share the news to others. Not particularly the good news that those parts are waiting for. It is the good news for the person, individual, that really wants to share with the loved ones, because we all been there. I want to share my good news to my loved ones as soon as possible because it's good news for me, but maybe for them also, because of course we think about them, but we create our own story that everything's going to be all right because of this, because of that. We create our story, and then when we say the news, literally, it doesn't go well. Because it is our story, not their story, not the way they gonna interpret it. All of us have experienced literally a bit of those three experiences: in the morning, lunchtime, dinner time, and now comes the evening time, just before go to bed. So how do I know? Definitely the night is the worst one of them all. What I'm about to share with you is exactly one of the most difficult good news I have ever received in my life. It changed my life, and it changed the dynamic of our lives as a family. Actually, it is anniversary time. It is beginning of March and 2001, so 24 years ago, and everything was normal. The kids dropped the kids to the school, pick up the kids from work. My husband just arrived a few minutes after. Have a dynamic evening with our family as normal, and everything was okay. So after the kids go to bed, normal, me and my husband have a bit of conversation, watching a movie, prepare really to wind down, to have a good night's sleep, because we both need it. And then there comes the good news. Yes, the good news just before to go to bed. So my husband received a great news, the opportunity. The company paid 1 year to go and do the master at a great university, in this case was in UK, and everything was paid just for a year for him to do the master and come back and continue growing his career in that company. So it was great news, right? So he wanted to share with me, and he just said, this is what happens. I really want to go because this is a unique opportunity. I don't have money to pay that master, and it's a university very important for my dream jobs that I want to achieve in the future. If I have that master, the doors will be open for me and the companies I want to really work in the future. What do you think? And I was just like, all right, too many good news and too many new news for me in here. Can you explain again when all this starts again? And then of course he explained everything to me. But looking to the clock was ready for me to go to bed. As many of you might have this experience, you didn't sleep that night. Neither did I. I didn't sleep nothing that night, and actually I didn't sleep nothing almost in the next week because it was too much of the shock for me. And then just before to go to bed, I just told him, I need to digest this, but one thing is clear, this was too much information, and information that I was not familiar, that I really need to digest and think in. And I just told him, if you want to go, how about us? And then he just said, well, I thought about it, of course, but it is just a year, and our family is nearby, they can help you. And I was thinking, I will come back every 3 months, or you go there with the kids, will be interesting, and it's just a year, and everything is paid, and you continue to do your work that you love, and after everything's go back to normal. And I just said, what normal is to be a year without a husband and a father for our 2 children. I don't see that normal. Maybe in a year time, but from now until the year time, everything is but not normal. And I just said to him, you know what, it's too late, we need to sleep. Tomorrow we'll continue our conversation. And then he just dropped another bomb and say, darling, it needs to be in 2 weeks' time, this decision, because I need to register for the university, otherwise I miss the opportunity. I know, I'm sorry, I was thinking that you would be happy for me, and I was thinking that you would be okay with it, and I can see now you're not. But this is the situation. And I said, okay, whatever, I go to bed and we both gonna sleep on it and need to come with a different plan. Which plan? I don't know, but this plan right there, I don't agree with it. I don't know if you've been through this type of good news just before go to bed, or good news just before have dinners, have lunches, have breakfast. You can see the moments are not the right ones. I know we want to give the good news because it's good news for us as individual, not maybe for the common family, partner. We might think it is in our own story because it benefits us, it benefits what we are excited about it, that news. But at the end of the day, the scenario can be very, very different. So it is interesting, right? We're going to tell the good news and everything's going to be great. But sometimes good news are not good news. And that's why this video is very important, because what I'm about to share with you will transform these moments that we're going to have for the rest of our lives. And it's going to really put everything in a great equilibrium as possible. So the good news will be digested differently, will be interpreted maybe differently, because we are on a state of mind differently. Simple as that. We need to be in a good state of mind. What I mean by that? Well, you know that scenarios when people say you need to read the room, you need to read the person. You cannot tell a person a bad news or something bad when the person are already in a bad state of mind, on a very negative spiral, being very depressed. You need to be careful, you need to be conscious. So we need to read when is the best moment for us to tell that news to the person, so it doesn't become a shock too much because the person cannot take it. Or, when we are in the meetings and we need to read the room, how is everyone? Is everyone accepting the conversation or no? So we need to change strategies, how to approach a situation. Exactly. And here is the same. Exactly the same. So if you are about to give good news to your loved ones, or you go again to the experience to share good news, hoping this time seemed better than the last time. So listen carefully until the end. If you think this message I'm sharing to you is valid for you, then share it with other ones, because it might be helpful to really, when it comes to good news, what do we do? When is the best place to tell the good news? First of all, exist 3 things we need to follow. Only 3 things. First of all, you need to make sure the good news you're going to share, you are sure about that good news for yourself as an individual before you share to anyone, definitely to your loved ones, to your spouse, or to your kids. Don't go with certainty of that good news to them, because it brings a turmoil of emotions that really affects everyone for no reason, because it might not happen anything, right? Are you with me? Because that is crucial. In the case of my husband, he's really made his mind, because he was building up that conversation with his boss for quite a while. He was building his decision through some time. So when he came to me, he knew he wanted to do that. He knew that it was the best thing for him. And of course, that will impact our family. But if you are not sure about it, so investigate, go deeper in your questions, make sure you know what you're gonna share, the good news are certain for you. You are confident that that's what it is. And if you can, have a good research under your belt about all that good news, that everyone from your family are involved in it. So you think about you and you think about them also. So that is a very great first kind of foundation for any good news. Okay? So the second one, as we know, we need to be in a good state of mind. We need to be with the great endorphins. We need to be happy to share, and the person is going to receive it. On that stage as we talked before. So for that, you need to spend good quality time with them. So to make sure everyone has a good mood, everyone has a good time together, everyone have all the good endorphins, all the good hormones to bring you happiness in your heart. Because when you share that good news, the person are in a state of mind that you will take in maybe better and reflect better, because all our state of mind are in a happy, positive state, you see. That's why when you tell bad news, if the person are in a good state of mind, it might not collapse, it might hold on in there. In here, it's the same. It's not any different, because as we know already, good news is not good news for the person who's going to receive. Maybe it's just for you as an individual, right? So first, make sure you know that good news is what you want, and you've done your research and you are confident that definitely is the news to share with your family, with everyone involved in it, included in it, reflected in it. And then the second one, choose the right environment. So go to nature, spend some great quality time with your family. And then comes the third one, the moment. You know, that moment when everyone is really good. Maybe after lunchtime, after the picnic, everyone sit down and you just grab everyone's attention and say, guys, I want to share news with you. Don't mention good or bad. Just mention, I have some news to share with you all. And I just wanted to say, this is very important for me, more than anybody. But of course, you are my family. You are my partner. I want you guys to be on board as possible, or help me to achieve the news I want to share with you, because it is something that I really want to accomplish. I need to really share with you all. Because when we put the label bad or good, put this on a state of happiness or sadness. You know what I mean? So you want to be on a neutral stage as possible, because the person then doesn't have expectations. Hi, it's good news. We wanted that news and we are all happy. We all go to Disneyland. We are all happy, right? No, it's not that type of news. So if you put on a neutral stage, this is news I want to share with you all, because it is very important for me, this news I'm going to share. And I'm very confident about it. I do all the researches, you are all involved, and I know it's beneficial for all of us, but of course, you are the ones who's going to say it. And I'm here to listen and to answer and to come with a plan, the best for all of us. That's it. Those three stages. I learned that after I experienced that. After I experienced that moment and we came with a plan that, by the way, I'm happy that everything went beyond the plan and we were all very happy. And I'm still an expat after 24 years. I haven't returned yet to Portugal. But this is one scenario. but of course exist many others. And then after, every time we go with the good news, we know what to do. We came with a plan, we create this foundation with these 3 stages, and from there on, definitely, our good news are always in a neutral zone, are the news. When we say the news, we know it's a neutral zone. We know what it is, and then we deal with it. But because we are with the good, happy endorphins and with the beautiful Mother Nature to give us all of that to us, we all embrace it more happier, with more positive approach than the negative. And that helps everyone. Everyone. I hope this information is going to help you massively, sharing that good news. That is not good news, it's just the news. and let me know, let all us know. Share with us in here your experience, and share experience that you know what I'm talking about. And then so all of us learn with each other. That's what this channel is about. It's for us to help each other and learn with each other. All right? So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already, because it will help. But the most important is to share this information. You take care and see you in the next one.